Hi, and welcome to another episode of Conversation with a Chef. I'm Jo Ritty, and I love sharing with you the conversations I get to have with talented and passionate chefs. It's the backstory, if you will, to the food they're putting up. I begin today by acknowledging the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation, traditional custodians of the land where this conversation takes place, and I pay my respects to their elders past, present and emerging. Today I'm chatting to Jo Corrigan and Mt Donnelly out on the 5 acres they farm at Romsey. Romsey is 60 kilometres north of Melbourne and near Mt Macedon. The earth is a rich chocolate colour as a result of basaltic and volcanic lava flows. It was a perfect place for Jo and Matt to come when they hung up their chef's aprons and stepped over to the supply side of the food industry. Having worked in Sydney, Melbourne, London, and after a decade running the Commoner in Fitzroy, in 2016 they gave it all away to forage and work on the land. The way Jo and Matt talk about their heirloom vegetables is a delight. They don't dress up the fact that it's hard work. They're at the mercy of the weather and the wildlife and random infestations of white moth. But when Jo describes the melon varieties as joyful and speaks with such pride and reverence about the warty pink pumpkins they're growing, it's intoxicating. I went out to Romsey with my partner Charlie, and you'll hear him in here too. The podcast is the conversation we had with Jo and Matt as they gave us a tour of the vegetables. So you'll feel as though you're there, I hope. And I reckon you'll want to go out and see it for yourself. It's an incredibly special place. Charlie and I can't stop talking about it, and cooking the big box of veggies Jo gave us has been such a treat. They were in the rich earth yesterday, and today they're on our plate. They're delicious and flavoursome, and I think you can taste the love that's gone into them.
Road and back.
Okay, nice to meet you.
How are you, Jo? Nice to meet you.
You too.
Jo.
Yeah. So lovely out here.
I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you could come. How are you, Charlie? You coming with us for a walk?
Why not?
Alright.
The
I'm Jo. Nice to meet you.
Easy to remember.
Yeah, very easy.
So how long have you been out here? So 2016.
We've been on this property since we came out in 2016, January sort of thing. Oh no, actually 2015, September, November, and then we just finished up the restaurant in 2016. So for a year we just went back and forth to that, and then it was pretty tough. I had breast cancer at the time, and it was pretty tough, but we got through that, and then after we sold the restaurant, we did one mushroom season, because we've been doing the foraging for about 12 years. We've been selling mushrooms to people in other restaurants and businesses, and literally the first time we were hiring a car. Matt started the business out of the back of a hire car.
Wow.
And you going out in the bush getting them?
Going out in the bush, getting mushrooms, and doing them with go-gets and things like that.
Oh, wow.
Sometimes in his break from the restaurant.
Amazing.
And then
you know the nights when they pop up, don't you? And those crispy nights,
yeah,
you got to get out there that day.
You've got to get out there, and so sometimes he'd go at like 2:30 after lunch service and come back at dinner time with like 4 boxes of the most beautiful mushrooms. And I did a lot of foraging in the UK, but there's something really special about Victorian.
So what are the main mushrooms here?
Pine mushroom, which is the saffron milkcap, and the slippery jack, which is a bolete. And you get all versions of the boletes as well. Like the baby boletes are so beautiful. They actually have like a milk that comes out of them, and they're the most delicious things when you cook them fresh. Yeah. What else? There's just so much out here. It's the most amazingly rich environment. And even 20 minutes that way, one climate. 5 minutes that way, another climate.
Yeah.
And you find the same mushrooms go back in the same spots the next year?
Yes. Yeah, we do. Yeah, and we don't pick around Macedon and Woodend because there are so many forages, and a lot of them have been going there for ages. This is Matt.
Jay, how are you?
Matt Donnelly.
Nice to meet you. Hi.
Jo and Charlie.
Hi, Charlie.
Just doing the numbers on moving, and we've got a really great place just at the top of the hill in Romsey, and it's beautiful. It's got quite a big garden.
So that's where you live?
Yeah, and we now use that as the test patch for here.
Okay.
So the melons you see over there were all tested and the seed was saved, and then we put them here this year. And this year in my garden at home we've got corn, and it's nearly double Matt's height. So people say you can't grow melon in Romsey, but in actual fact there are all different kinds of rock melon, watermelon. Some are cool climate, and quite often the stuff you might get Japan, you might get France. There are cool climates in all of those countries, cool areas, microclimates. So you've got to really source your seed well. We've got 3 different kinds of melon in here. We've got a petite brie, which is this little tiny one here. That's it there. Got a little flat top and a flat bottom, very thin rind. And it's the French melon that we have here. And it's prized amongst the chefs.
Are you mainly selling to chefs, or are you?
Yes.
So you're like a supplier to.
So since 2008, when Matt had his business, which was Mushrooms Anonymous, Matt started that from the restaurant. He's built up a really good list of wholesalers and chefs. And I think because of the restaurant as well, you know, that added trust and being chefs, and then continuing the foraging, and then stretching the foraging out to kind of elderflower and cordials and berries, and all the blackberries in the jam in the shop are obviously foraged. And so we just kind of keep that core really tight, don't we?
Do you think it helps being chefs to know what to plant and how to?
Yep.
I don't know.
What about how to pick blackberries?
Yeah.
How long does it take to pick a jar of blackberries to make a jar, do you think?
Well,
how much effort?
It's priced that way for a reason,
Yeah.
isn't it, Matt?
Yeah.
Well,
I
came up with a little way of doing them. I found like a really good area where they were growing like grapes. Like they looked like not much bush and heaps of berries.
Mm-hmm.
And I just snipped them off like in whole bunches into a crate and sorted them out later, which is so much faster.
Yeah.
So I picked.
Rather than getting prickled every time you move, getting common prickles. And
Yeah. Oh, you can still get it prickled a little bit, but you just get so much more fast. So we got about 13 kilos the other day, and I picked all that in about an hour. And then it took another hour and a bit to go home.
And you sort it out in the shade as well, rather than that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where you'd want to, but feel the weight in that and smell the bottom of it. It's just amazing.
Smell it.
Oh.
Yeah. It's incredible, isn't it?
It's heavy, yeah. And it smells good. Wow.
So I really think that our climate, we grew rock melon when I was a kid, and my neighbour grew it too. And it was always a bit fast. This is still quite fast, but we've had a really beautiful, cool summer, and the rock melons have been on there for a long time, haven't they?
Yeah.
It's heavy as a rock, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really a lot heavier than what I remember.
Feels like a 2 kilo melon.
It does. It's really so lovely.
We don't mind charging either. Like the chefs are paying $6 a kilo, and they're really happy.
But you'd want to get them through to this point.
Because it doesn't sound like that much, $6 a kilo, but then they get it and it's like a $10 melon.
Yeah.
But they're worth it.
It's it for the quality and the flavour.
And how do you stop things wanting to eat the melon? Apart from us,
Just have to shut the gate.
so that does it.
That's it.
You can't stop mice.
No, that's what I was thinking.
We haven't had any rodents this year, but like the first year I grew like 6 or 8 melons here.
Yeah.
The whole melon was eaten, including the skin, and only the seeds were left of all of them. But they were underneath the pumpkins, and I didn't kind of realise they were ripe.
Yeah.
You just go through so many stages of not really knowing things, and you do it a few times, don't you? Matt's learnt so much on YouTube.
Yeah.
For the farm, you know, you're a demon
this is an
online.
iPhone farm.
Just watch his videos, and
Well, it's good
and then he can build these
information
sensors.
like that.
Yeah, very
It's still
good.
trial and error though, isn't it? With their systems.
It is.
Still a fair bit of trial and error, but really, like, you got information at your fingertips.
You
Yeah.
do.
Instantly,
Yeah.
and you can learn.
You obviously
And-
pay that extra buck for the
That's
YouTube
right.
to put up with it. About the adverts.
Yeah, that's
You
right.
must have got to do that, I'd imagine.
And YouTube, it's pretty good because you get a lot of growers in, and they do say where they are.
Yep.
So if they come from a cool climate like ours, you can watch something. You can save the seed from cool climate things. You can specifically buy cool climate seed from any seed purveyor, and make sure you're buying the right seed. And it has a kind of primed brain, that seed.
Yep.
to succeed. And
Yeah, nice.
yeah, so we've done a lot of that well this year, I think, haven't we? Like it's
Yeah.
good. The melons have been great, and
How big is this?
5 acres.
5
at
acres.
least. Yeah.
yeah.
It feels very. I went out to Blaine Bertoncello's plot out. He's got Oh My
Yes.
restaurant,
Yeah.
and he. I think when chefs do gardens, it's always really beautifully laid
He's-
out
he's
and labelled.
beautiful
His
too.
is, and he's got a whole map, and he's cycling. I suppose you must do that as well. So different seasons, or
That's
do you just
right.
keep the same beds for the same?
No.
No, we rotate.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll be rotating tomatoes and garlics, especially.
Yeah.
Gee, that sun's severe,
It's
isn't
hot
it,
when it comes out.
happens? Well, let's move so that you don't get
And
burned.
it's the mat's for weeds, or is it
Yeah.
for
Weed.
weeds?
Weed, but it also helps with
Moisture.
well, it helps with heat. It warms the soil up.
Keeping them, hot, because I
Yeah,
know in Red
that's
Hill
right.
they do that
And
in the
that's the
strawberries.
blacktail
Down
mountain
there,
watermelons.
all
That's a
strawberries
great
have
one.
black
Enormous.
plastic
Isn't it
over them,
beautiful?
That is why
So is
it's
it like a
growing
so
Actually, come in and I'll show you
like this.
um,
So I use
these
that
other
same
things.
Yeah,
So
that's
last
what I'm
year,
saying.
these
We looked up there
melons
and
won
like,
in the
that's
Macedon
strawberries over there,
horticultural
but
show.
Oh wow!
And we've never really successfully grown any before, so it's really exciting.
And you grew them from seed.
We grow them from seed. Every single thing we grow from seed.
Yep.
We also sell our seedlings to other market gardeners. So Chloe from Somerset Heritage buys the tomato seedlings as well as the markets, and that's quite a big business for us. And little apple cucumbers, aren't they gorgeous? So cheery. And they're just going through like another final burst. But
Many.
yeah, this will literally be tons of food and tons of heritage food, tons of food that looks after itself. This vine doesn't need any trimming. You simply go through and take. And we've also harvested a lot of cucumber flowers and things off this. And I mean, it's just joyful.
Yeah.
And to see this kind of doing so well, look at these melons. Crazy. This is a beautiful heritage squash. I love crazy looking vegetables. I mean, that's great.
Isn't that beautiful? Wow.
Absolutely gorgeous. And so, like, imagine it is a bit like living in heaven.
Yeah, I love that.
Kind of dance around and
Yeah. Well, I often say to the chefs, I read that book. Oh my goodness, it's massive, isn't it? What is that?
that is a watermelon,
Wow.
and it's still going. It's actually still growing. But see, when you're actually looking at a melon and you want to know if it's ripe or not, there's this curly kind of tail. See it there?
Yeah.
And it comes out of the top of the melon where it's attached.
Okay.
And this melon is ready to pick. But look at it. Isn't it beautiful?
It's like a small child.
I know.
Wow.
Crazy. Yeah, so you were saying you talked to the chefs.
This
and-
the story that was translated from the Spanish, like water for chocolate, and it's about the woman who cooks and her emotions go into the food.
I
and
remember seeing that at the
Oh,
movie.
amazing.
It's amazing.
And so I have this idea that obviously it starts here, and you're growing these vegetables with joy, and then the
that's
chefs
right.
are loving cooking with them, and then it must
Yeah.
have an effect on the people who eat it.
I think it does. And I think the other thing is that I'm incredibly grateful every time I'm standing in a field like this and it's hot and dusty and hard. I'm just grateful that I'm not at a bench in a windowless kitchen.
Yeah.
And that this is what I'm touching, and I'm touching it at its very best before it gets into the kitchen,
Yeah.
or it sits in a cool room, or
Absolutely.
And then because I do the deliveries for us, and I tend to run the orders and everything, my challenge is to get it from here to there with as little fuss as possible,
Yeah.
and no cool room if possible,
Yeah.
and that's fun too, like to know that others are going to get what we're doing as quickly as they can and as much of it as they want to eat. This is like a late planted
It's got
melon.
beautiful markings, isn't it?
Yeah, that's very late plants going in, but we'll see what happens with them. But certainly the vines are still nice and vital. But
Does this all die back once they...
It does,
fruiting?
yeah. A little bit like pumpkin, but see that one there? This is the black-tailed watermelon. See how that is the little piglet tail?
Oh,
and
yeah,
it has
yeah.
now died?
Yeah.
Well, it could die even just a little bit more. So what you're allowing is all the leaves to get as much sun as possible into this melon before you pick it.
So
exciting.
was it an easy decision to walk away from the kitchen?
Oh, for me it was, yeah.
You've been the chef for
Long time.
Long time.
I'm 54 now, and I've been a chef all my life. And I did my apprenticeship in Sydney when, the 80s, when things were still really...
Yeah. And London would have been like that too, wasn't
And London was really full on. London was extremely challenging. London was really challenging and very sort of brutal in the way that it was just a baptism of fire after 4 years of being 4 or 5 or 6 years already in cookery.
Yeah.
But after the second year in London, I just knew that's where I belonged. Because it's tough, but it's amazing.
Yeah.
You make friends there that you'll never lose, and you're all in it together, and you're working with some of the best stuff in the world, which, whenever I'm choosing seed or doing something like that for us, I'm constantly thinking, is it as good as what I saw from Belgium, or is that as good as the tomato I had in Spain, or is that as good as the best thing that I can get?
Yeah.
And is it something I want to talk about all summer while I'm selling it? And do we really want to pick it all summer? Because if it's not, don't grow it. It's really important, Look at these melons. They are just falling off. They don't even need...
That's amazing.
It's one of the hardest things to keep up with. I reckon we've sold about 150 so far. Yeah, but the watermelons are going to be the big story next week.
Yum. Wow, I think it's, I was thinking when you were talking, about noticing that little piggy tail and so on, and really being in tune with those little signs. It's about, I suppose, when Indigenous people walk on country and they recognise different seasons and so on. I feel like it's such a gift to be able to live this life. I mean, it's amazing.
It's incredible. Like, whenever you think it's going to be hard, it sometimes gets harder.
Yeah.
But the moments of joy are...
So is it just the two of you doing all that?
It's the two of us, and we literally 8 weeks ago, we hired Sophie as a full-timer, and it's really changing our approach to the following year, the next year. But for the last few years, it's just been us.
It's amazing.
Mushroom season's pretty good training for hard work.
Yeah.
You do a lot of driving. You do a lot of work. Matt can pick hundreds and hundreds of kilos of mushrooms on his own in a week, and he's a machine in so many ways. He'll YouTube. He's a matrix. He'll YouTube how to build a fence, and then he'll just build the fence.
Yeah.
Plus, we're not afraid to throw everything we get back into the farm.
Yeah.
I think if you budget too much, you don't grow.
Yes.
Because it can seem... So we get things like that. That's a little rabbit or something.
Yeah.
It can seem expensive when you look at it against the risk. But if you do the seed sourcing properly, you do the husbandry properly, we use weed matting to just stop, and we use it again and again. But we use it to kind of stop the weeds, because a lot of market gardeners have 6, 7, 8 people employed. And that might mean they grow a large range, including salads and things that need preparation.
Yeah.
But we have a different model altogether. We have the space, the crop rotation, very few people, and everything's built on, except for the tomatoes, which are high maintenance, everything is built on a bit of set and forget. So you've got your rhubarb goes all year, you've got zucchini flowers, 2 fields of those. Each plant can produce maybe 4 flowers a day.
Wow.
And you sell those for $1 each.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like your potatoes of the operation. And then you throw in something glamorous like your melons that you really have a love project on, and Matt's tomatoes are his love project. They need trimming about once every 2 weeks, the entire field with scissors.
Yeah, well.
So there's that. But then you have another set and forget in the heirloom pumpkin, which I'm going to take you over to. And then so you actually have a bit of a wheel going that's productive all the time. Sure. That's just going to go into the shop. Thanks, Charlie. Heavy, isn't it?
It is.
We've actually got a melon wagon, but it's full of eggplant in the shop today.
Okay. I'll be the wagon then.
Yeah. We sort of wagon something at the market or just whatever we got plentiful of and just try and knock it out to the public at a very nice, So these are the pumpkins, and this is something, obviously here we have Armenian cucumber. Do you know what that is? No. Let's grab one and I'll cut it and munch on it. So in here, all our eggplant is started again here. Beautiful. I'm so in love with these. Black capsicum.
Oh wow, they're gorgeous.
Yeah, you can eat them just like that. I mean, so lovely. You're going to take some of this home. I'm going to give you a big box.
Wow.
The eggplant. It's like Disney or something, isn't it? Once you see, is it busy in there?
Yeah, some Frenchies in there, so I said first day out.
Please do come for a walk. There's a lot going on in here. So this is an Armenian cucumber.
Oh my goodness.
Cubita, so it's also known as a musk melon. You can feel that's quite firm.
Okay.
So if you were to prepare this, you would actually just get a peeler, go around the outside, but leave all these ridges on this lovely natural form.
Yeah.
Peel a little bit of the skin off, and then you can slice it into sort of pieces. We do this salad where we slice it into kind of big chunks and put capers, parsley, pickled shallots, tarragon, chives, everything, and then grate hard-boiled egg.
Oh wow.
And it's delicious. So
Yeah.
you just do it for 20 minutes, leave it on the bench, and that is a lunch all on its own. Yeah. It's really amazing. They're meaty. The purple eggplant. Then you've also got white eggplant. So this is a variety known as Casper. And it's just so gorgeous, posh.
It's quite luminous, isn't it?
Yeah,
Pearly.
like a really lovely posh little thing. So you can make these little slices. So gorgeous, isn't it?
Pies catch that one, isn't it?
And so once you get a little round of that, I mean, that's just a perfect little boosh, prepared the right way. Has that too. Then you've got all the way down here. I'm going to give you something. How are you with chili?
That was a nickname on top. I don't mind it fresh actually.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't mind a little bit of it.
Well,
used
this
to grow a little
chili
bit.
is actually
Whoa.
from Brazil.
Oh,
They
Have
look
a
like
look.
Are they hot?
They're not. Look at that.
nice.
These are an
cute, aren't they?
Iracema or Irachima. We haven't quite worked it out, but Bacchino or Bacchino. These taste like passion fruit.
Alright, thank you.
Wow. Thank you.
Delicious. They don't get hotter. With a little bit of pep.
Good.
Passion fruit.
Yes. It's good, isn't it?
Isn't that
Like to bite into it
amazing?
a little bit, yeah.
It's amazing.
I've got a lot of bushes this year. Just grew 2 last year.
So do you have like a schedule when you know, like that you look at and you know that these are going to be ready, or do you just know off the top of your head?
We sort of do. Matt's he's a bit of a professor, you know, works on his own timeline. A lot of the folly, I call these follies, they're just kind of extras, little fun things. I just do on my own time, and I know they'll be ready in the start of autumn when we're not too busy.
Yep.
Eggplants, these things, I can get pickling time. Padron, those 2 lines at the front are padron, and we've really successfully grown those.
They look so healthy.
They're really, really good. We don't really, I'll get Matt to talk to you about the feeding program. We have obviously irrigation, and we fertigate feed through on an absolute program. So that is totally timed, and
Does
it's
that
all
work off the moon and stuff as well? Or?
not really, not
Yeah.
biodynamically, but they'll just do it weekly, and according to how things look, everything does look really good, and
What is the
and it's
food?
all just homemade cow poo,
Oh, nice, beautiful.
horse poo,
Yeah, that's
worm poo, worm
so
tea,
all your byproduct.
all the byproduct,
Yeah,
and I'll get him to talk you through all of that too, and also biochar. He makes his own biochar, which is basically charcoal. Charcoal has an amazing surface area and an amazing ability to store nutrients. So you make the charcoal and then you charge it by immersing it in worm castings and things like that. And that surface area will take on all of that good stuff and hold it there locked and just let out enough, whatever
Slow
things
release,
need. Slow release,
Wow.
So,
Charcoal doesn't really rot too, does it?
yeah, that's right. It's just there.
Yeah.
So these are exciting. Those are jalapeno. Again, they say you can't really grow that sort of thing here, but you can.
Yes.
You really can. Like if you look at the jalapeno, they're almost a problem.
What are these little things? They're amazing.
These guys.
These, yeah.
And these are delicious, the jalapeno.
What are these at all?
Tomatillo.
Wow.
Oh, that one's really hot.
Those are little lanterns, aren't they?
They do look like little lanterns.
I'll show you some. This just popped up. This is just like not planted here.
Oh.
Is it?
This has just popped up. It's beautiful. I'll show you tomatillos in the shop that should be the right size for you.
Is this, was this already here? Is this the natural red down of the
This
area?
is natural, yeah.
Yeah.
Totally
It's all
red and
volcanic,
Is it
yeah.
beautiful.
volcanic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks a bit red, doesn't it?
So you've got a
matches,
few
doesn't
other.
it? It'd be very sticky, I'd imagine, when it's wet, yeah?
Oh, it's so slippery.
Yeah, so it sticks to your boots.
Just another South American, the poblano.
Oh, that's a lovely colour to it.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Deep.
So healthy. So we sell those to Casa Iberica,
Oh, yeah.
and they buy the tomatillo as well.
So how close are they to being ready? How much?
Yeah, actually, we picked them yesterday. So there's like a lot of small ones. If I'm looking at these, I will pick again on Wednesday
Okay.
and deliver on Thursday. Maybe even pick Thursday, deliver Friday, and by that time they'll be this size.
Yeah.
Isn't that beautiful?
So beautiful.
So you space your rows about 1,500 apart?
Uh,
1.5 metres, by the look of that, maybe two?
I think we used to do them closer,
Yeah.
and now we really value being able to run a
time.
trolley up and down. And also, I don't know about Matt, but I really see a difference in the plants this year with the wider rows.
Yeah.
They would get a little bit ratty. We've had like a really tough summer mildew-wise, yet none of this is showing any of that. Whereas normally one side leaves would be touching the other, you're kind of fighting them through.
Yeah.
But no, these are so beautiful. These are some of the friendliest plants you could ever
Yeah.
work
I
around.
was just looking, like, I've got some bees all over the row, and I find it hardest to get in there to pick them.
That's right, and it's like that with the tomatoes
Angle
actually.
that you're not going to hurt your back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like exactly like that with the tomatoes. And these are the padron, and these are a few like little guinea. I like to do just like 1 or 2 jars of pickles. Last year I had like 10 guinea plants and I was just buried. I was having to pick them and sell them. But and the padron.
Oh, wow.
So you had those in restaurants?
Yes.
They call them the Russian roulette pepper.
Yeah.
Yeah. So these are a hot seller at the moment, the padron.
Wow.
Like I can't pick enough. I just don't ever have enough. And the rhubarb's just coming into season, so the next few months as it cools down, next couple of months, you'll see that rhubarb field green up. We go through every week and we cut all the seeds off. So
Oh.
all the energy is in the plant
Ah,
rather
yeah.
than just being going
Trying to
into
reproduce.
producing.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a Monday job, you know. And then we clear away any leaves, and summer does a great job of drying off those outside leaves.
Yep.
And then the rhubarb's got all that energy to sort of start off again.
They how much lighter it makes them in there as well, how much, when the sun dries out the stuff, doesn't it?
Yes.
Gets the moisture out of it.
Yep. But in a way, the plant kind of looks after itself and makes sure it's conserving a bit of energy for what's ahead.
Yeah.
It's about to turn into a massive producer, you know. Let's have a look at the pumpkin.
Still so many green tomatoes on there.
Yeah.
Is it a later season or is it normal?
Very, very late. Nearly 2 months late this year. So we normally harvest tomatoes before Christmas when we have them in the small tunnels. We don't tunnel here, but when we have them in like little hooping, they start producing around Christmas or halfway through January sort of thing.
Yeah.
So by Australia Day we're normally harvesting. But this year we started harvesting a week and a half ago. Wow. Really good amounts. And the chefs have been asking and asking, and it's been quite stressful at times. But as you can see, like we've harvested probably over 100 kilos of cherry tomatoes already.
That's crazy, isn't it?
It is crazy. We won't get to them all.
We've got a rooftop garden in our apartment building.
Oh, lovely.
And yeah, the tomatoes have gone crazy up there
What
as well.
suburb are you in?
Abbotsford, right by the river.
So good.
Yeah, the cherry tomatoes are so nice. I went up there the other night to get a few little herbs and I just sat there. It was dark and I was
It's
eating them.
Beautiful
I just
having
like-
that outdoor space.
Yeah.
It's not the one right on the tram line?
Yeah. It's opposite
Is it
IKEA.
a green building?
No, it's a complex of 3 buildings. It's
Right
got
near the
Frankie
bridge.
Says cafe down the
Okay,
bottom.
yep.
Rooms, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I do know it.
Yeah,
Nice
it was all the
coffee
rage
though.
about 3 years
Yeah, it
ago.
was all the rage 3 years
Coffee,
ago.
Yeah. So these are the tomatillo plants. Bit beaten up by the rain, obviously, but so productive.
So those ones over there, did they self-seed from these or just randomly?
Those just are probably random. Probably last year that's where I grew them,
Oh, right.
and they really do pop up. Yeah, they're beautiful. Those chilies.
Cool.
Yeah.
I can't, but your plants are all so healthy looking. It's amazing.
Well, they do get regular water. They haven't had periods of dry where they haven't been cared for. And also we planted late this year because of all those storms. So you're seeing them in their prime when normally they'd be, so that normally that bush, that particular chili, the piquillo especially, would be bigger.
Yeah.
But as it is, they're quite small, less fruit, better fruit, you know.
Is this broccoli or what?
This is broccolini. This is the first time we've grown broccolini, and we have an incredible problem with cabbage moth.
I just was saying that to Charlie.
It's like the worst year on record,
And
apparently.
he thinks we're
Is that the lovely white butterfly? you've got,
yes,
huh?
this little fiend.
Yeah, so we're just we're netting for the first time ever.
Why is there
Yeah, I
bees?
don't
I
think it's
heard
one of
Digger
those.
on Triple R saying that there's been an infestation of the
Yes,
that
and
moth.
it's been the worst. And
Why is that though? Is it because of the climate? Different.
I guess
weather, or-
it's just nature colliding.
Yeah.
And I think it's these have also, I think in our inexperience, we've planted them a bit close together, these broccolini. Those are correctly planted over the other side.
Oh, I see, yeah.
So you do succession planting. We've got another succession going in. So I think we're just going to kind of net things. But really the weather's cooling off now and the cabbage moth will go away and whatever's in the ground will die off. It's just really for a good solid month. It's the worst that Australia's ever seen. And apparently in Werribee there were people just, where's Matt? I can hear the snipping.
So
You there,
I don't think it's the white butterfly that I like.
I don't know.
Because the white butterfly is pure white, the one I like. It's pure white and it doesn't have those colours on it. But you've got to have down the
Well,
peninsula.
yeah, they lay the eggs and then you get the caterpillars. Something like that.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying that they've got like patterns on their wings, on their wings.
Oh, right, you don't have the white
No,
ones.
yeah, the white ones I like as a kid. Where I walk through the grass and all the white butterflies and fly
That's
in all the
right.
grass.
That's right.
I
That's
think
when
that's
they're
these.
fun.
Yeah, I think that's these ones.
Sure.
It was a butterfly, it wasn't a moth. Like.
Funny.
And cabbage was the bottom.
Yeah. No, it's bad at the moment. So yeah, so you can see how we lay our rows with the irrigation underneath. So these are all. It was just last year we bought a walk behind tractor. Before that, we were opening up the fence, and a friend would come with his tractor,
Oh yeah.
and then we would have to hand form the rows with a shovel. And so we would do it with a shovel, up, down, then backfill. Matt did pretty much all this backbreaking stuff. And he learned how to do it, and then you pin the weed mat down, you put the, irrigation down, put the plastic over.
That soil, what a great colour, isn't it?
It's amazing soil. Yeah, we keep getting told we've got some of the best soil in Romsey
And that's
here.
due to, what's the name of the hill up there?
I don't know what that hill's called.
That's one of the volcanic points there. Which is probably,
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Well, they said that they said basically all the really great soil washed down from there to here.
Yeah.
So, this is strawberries in there.
Yeah. And are these raspberries?
Strawberries and raspberries.
Yeah.
And we also have white currants.
Oh.
Would you like a little experience of going and picking a strawberry and eating it?
I would love that experience.
Yeah, go in there and pick whatever you like. I'll show you the pumpkins and then I'll leave you up here to have a little browse.
Thank you.
You'll see Matt's, mushroom compost. You'll see the composting happening. You'll see.
Smells good. What's this?
This is.
Is that feijoa?
That's feijoa. 2 feijoa. So I grew them from seed.
Oh,
They're
wow.
3.5 years old now. See?
Had much problem getting it over?
No, it was
pretty
good. Like once the thing was built,
We had problems getting it over.
it's not easy, but.
Up.
Well, we had 4 of us doing it too.
Yeah.
I think it really is okay. Anything's easy with a lot of hands.
Yeah,
isn't it?
you learn like your bolts keeping nothing for it to get caught on.
Yeah, that's right. All our bolts are on the side.
Yeah, that's right.
And I think you do learn.
Yeah.
And I think Matt, he has a really good instinct around how to build something.
Yeah.
And I think he looks for the problems when he's or the problems we might face when he's kind of designing something.
For sure.
And I throw enough problems in his way.
Yeah.
I think sometimes
There's always something that comes up and gets you, but as long as you're ready for it.
Yeah. No, these are looking great. That one's got obviously a better aspect, for some reason than that one. Not
Do
sure
they have to
why.
have like a male and a female feijoa? Is that one of those trees that needs? Mum's got some feijoa plants.
I just don't know. I think you can hand pollinate.
Yeah.
You know. So these are the pumpkins, aren't they fun?
They're so great. I love the colours.
Good. And we just obviously have a big herb boxes here.
Yeah.
Do you need any herbs for home? Have you got all herbs and basil and stuff on your roof?
We do have. I don't know if we've got basil. We've got a lot of mint.
Yeah.
Rosemary.
Do you want some basil?
Yeah, that'd be amazing. Thank you.
Yeah. Let's get you some basil.
Thank you.
You clip some basil for yourself.
Sure.
You clip
Sure.
things and eat things and have a
Wow.
little childhood moment.
Thank you.
So this is a great example. I'm growing 2 things I didn't know I was growing. I'm growing this one, which isn't that great? Just don't
What is
ask me
that?
what it's called. I thought
board.
I planted a Waltham butternut,
Oh.
but I think it's a delicata maybe. Anyway, I'll figure
Rocky
it out.
Hill. Rocky
But,
Hill is called up there.
Huh?
Rocky Hill.
Rocky Hill, there you
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Thank you. Now I know.
Yeah.
I didn't know that before you came, Charlie.
I like
Yeah,
it.
so I don't know what that one is, but I've got a few on
Gosh, they're
vines just
rich
here.
orange, aren't they? That colour's amazing.
Yeah.
Right in there.
That one you can see from the side, but this one here is
Oh,
also one of those. Aren't they beautiful?
they are.
So that's actually called the Princess Pumpkin, and it
Right.
has incredible soup quality. Like it's beautiful. And these baby ones are just fun, but these little orange ones straight ahead are so delicious.
Mm. Well, how do you just bake them? Or?
Yeah, you just wash them, leave them on the sideboard to let them really cure, and then you just wash them and you cut them into pieces and roast them, or you can roast them whole.
Mm.
You know, a lot of the chefs love pumpkin and cauliflower roasted whole over a wood fire, or they're always after something that's really visually stunning that they don't have to do too much to.
Yeah.
But some of the sizes of the pumpkins, look at that one in there.
Oh, yeah, you definitely make a carriage out of that, couldn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Going to the ball.
It's bigger than some of the tiny houses I've
Yeah.
seen. I see we've got some broad beans actually popping up because this is where we grew them last year.
Ah, yeah.
But isn't this beautiful?
Oh, mate, look at it.
I just think they're...
Looks like it's been painted, doesn't it, those stripes?
Yeah, every year. Like these orange guys in the middle. And the Gallo Decene, which are the ones that are kind of green and dirty orange, just next to these big
Yes.
guys. I think that's the best I've ever seen them look at this time. So in a couple of weeks, they'll start to really go a nice shade of orange.
You'd only be able to
Whereas,
harvest
you
one
know-
at a time, wouldn't you? It's a lot to carry.
Oh yeah, we actually, so when you harvest your pumpkin field, you must let everything die down to the ground, all the leaves, to know that the pumpkins have gotten everything that they need from the vine.
Oh, so you wait until that.
You wait until then, so you just wait till everything's flat basically. And see, the leaves are actually going yellow and dying off, but the vine itself is still quite vital. It's still carrying what it can to the pumpkin. So once that's flat, you know that the pumpkin is as sweet as it can be.
Wow.
You know, it's got to be getting a sunny day until that vine is dead, and
Cut
it
off.
takes all that. And when you see warts on pumpkins, like if you look over the other side, see the pink one?
Yep.
And it's got warts all over it?
Oh yeah.
That's a gallo d'Athene. That's a French pumpkin, and all those warts are sugar.
Wow.
Oh.
That is sugar coming out of the pumpkin. It's so sweet that it's just going,
Wow.
Yeah.
but
okay.
that's what you want.
Yeah.
When you're choosing a pumpkin and it's warty, choose the one with the most warts.
Okay.
That's sugar. It's like so completely, you know.
I've always wondered that Burnley Botanical Gardens, they've got the nurseries there when you drive in, and I remember just seeing all the pumpkins out on their own one day, and I was just
So
like,
beautiful.
I thought they're just leaving them now. I just thought, why
Yeah.
they've just deserted them?
Well,
But
what
yeah,
it
that's
was.
why. That's
it's
why.
leaving there, and that's a musk. That's a musk de
Wow.
Provence, that pumpkin there. And it's turning a colour that I haven't managed to get ours to turn in recent years. So that tells me we planted them at the right time. It's had the right kind of food. It's had the right summer. We're finally growing a really good one of those, you know. And it'll be sweet. They'll be really sweet. That's a great one there.
Beautiful.
And yeah, so see, that's beautiful, that pink one there. How gorgeous.
Look
It's
at
a
it.
Hollywood pumpkin, isn't it?
Yeah.
Looks like marshmallow.
Yeah. And these cute little ones are, we're growing these this year because we kind of realised last year we grow a lot of large things. But people like small things. Sometimes people are just a one-person household too. Maybe
Yeah.
one person is the only one that likes pumpkin. That's a beautiful American heirloom over the other
Wow.
side. That's called a Lakota. So it's a different kind of pumpkin. This is a Hubbard. Isn't it great?
It is.
So
Nice shape.
it's beautiful and it's so tasty. So the flesh is actually quite sort of densely orange and sweet and a bit dry.
Okay.
And so it makes really good bread and gnocchi, and because it just isn't, it's so intense, but and it has all the sweetness, but yeah, it doesn't have the
Must be such a
The
joy to
darkness.
cook the things that you've nurtured.
yeah, we're still making time for that too.
Yeah.
Like the turnips I got from Braden, I'm looking forward to just making time tonight because they're there, but our day ends at like 9 or 10 sometimes, and
At night.
starts at 4 or 6 because we do the wholesale market,
Oh, I
then we do
see.
the city deliveries, then we come back and we do all the picking. And so sometimes you can forget that last bit of the puzzle, which is, you know, cooking the perfect food. So yeah, but that's them. That's beautiful, isn't it?
It is beautiful.
Yeah, that's a bit of a close up of the gallo d'Athene here. I mean, they're the best we've ever grown. That right there is just amazing. Yeah.
That's satisfying.
Yeah, you see how there's still new shoots on there? So you need patience. Pumpkins teach you patience.
Yeah. There's no picking them early. There's no like coming, oh, we'll get one of these pumpkins, you got to let them
Last
present
year I
themselves.
did that and I regretted it. Just
Yeah.
got one for us at home and it was really starchy.
Yeah.
And as a chef, you know if a vegetable's ready because you can taste sugar or starch, and all of that conversion is really important. So when you pick, even potatoes have a high and a low starch level. You know,
Yeah.
when you pick something and it sits on the bench, if you pick a beetroot and you take it home, it's got that really earthy, really starchy, almost like muddy taste. If you just wash that and pop it onto the bench and let it go wrinkly and then cut it and eat it, all the starch has turned to sugar and you don't even have to cook it.
Wow.
You can just grate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the trick.
Yeah, and it's digestible.
Yeah.
sometimes things in their rawest form, like immediately, because we think fresh, sometimes they're not that great for you.
No.
But if you leave something a few days for it to relax into its,
So it has to break down a little bit in a sense. Or...
Yeah, in a sense. Those walls break down, you have less to deal with, your digestion has less to deal with,
I guess too, pumpkins are a great, really satisfying thing to eat in winter, and so that's when all this dies back, just when you're getting into that colder.
Exactly.
So,
And how long can you store the pumpkin for?
Well, we had some for 6 months last year.
Yeah, okay.
Depends on how you pick them. I had this grand vision of having like 17 pairs of white gloves. And making sure everybody was trained on picking pumpkins, but you have to be careful. Don't put fingernails in them when you're picking them, because they're at their juiciest.
Yeah.
You can really dent them.
And
So
that'll
just
lose
placing
moisture
them
out of that
down,
skin.
all
breaks
that, and just a little divot will let the weather in when it starts to cool down. You get cool days, and after you've picked them you get sunny days, and so you really need to be constantly going through them. And you triage your pumpkins. So the ones that are really hardened off and looking great for later, you know where they are, they're down one end. Everything you need to move up this end, and then you triage them into how many of the varieties you have and which restaurants use that thing. So for instance, Old Palm Liquor went through a heap of these. That's an Anna Swartz, that little green pumpkin that's a bit square. That's called an Anna Swartz. Really delicious green skin, bright orange inside, and a perfect portion, like that size, really chefy type portion. And they would go through a crate of 12 of those. So this year I know they're bringing that dish back.
yeah.
So when I get all my pumpkins out of the ground, I'll grade them, I'll put them into sizes. I'll do 10 kilo boxes of the Anna Schwartzes, and they'll go. Yeah. So you just kind of got to keep an eye on it. You've got to keep your ears open. Sometimes chefs will talk to you about an idea and you know which thing they need. Sometimes you don't, and you try a couple of things. You just got to listen. Those people need help. They're in, dungeons and
That's right.
creative dungeons and cities, and going to work on trams and going home at midnight, and they
all the
just
pressure
need
that's happening at the
everything you
moment.
can give them. Yeah, they need to be your kings and queens if you're a grower. Yeah. Anyway, I'll let you have a walk and a pick.
Thank you.
Go pick some strawberries, some raspberries. Have fun.
Thank you.
Thanks, Joe.
Pick some baby pumpkins to take home.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Conversation with a Chef with Joe Corrigan and Matt Donnelly out in Romsey. If you want to experience all the greatness for yourself, which of course you do, you can follow Joe and Matt on Instagram at Mrs. Mushrooms Anon and at Mushrooms Anon. And as for me, I'm also on Instagram at Conversation with a Chef. If you'd like to read more chats, you can check out the website www.conversationwithachef.com. I would absolutely love it if you told a friend about the chats. And of course, you can subscribe on Apple Podcasts or click follow on Spotify so I know you're there. Once again, thanks so much for listening. Have a great day and see you back here sometime.